Hey YouTubers, and welcome to my NBA 2K15 MyGM series here, and we will be running a professional NBA team this year here on ESGNet, and the team I have decided to use is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alright, so as you see here, we're just getting the options set up here of how the game, we're going to play the game and whatnot, and all the difficulties and stuff like that. But there you see Ron Hollins is the owner of the Thunder, and he will be our guy in charge. Of course, I'm just kind of siphoning through here, showing you guys the different owners and whatnot in the NBA. But we'll get back to the Thunders, and we'll see what their owners' performances are looking like, and they show on there the topics and their importance of the owner, what he or she, I think there's more he's than there are she's in the NBA owners, but the owners, they have different tasks they want you to do throughout the season, and we'll see here in just a bit what he wants us to do for the Thunder. So there we see, go ahead and we'll start this here in MyGM. But I've been wanting to do this. I was actually wanting to do this last year, but I didn't have the next gen system. I have a PS4 now, so I'm getting into this game and amongst others here on for the channel and whatnot. But there you see that right now there's a conversation between my player. There's Terrell, and he is the owner of the, or I should say not the owner, but the GM of the Thunder. And you guys can stop and pause the video to see what they're talking about. But basically, just welcoming him to the organization and letting him know these are some, letting him know that he wants to, in this case right here, he wants to be in the top 10 in attendance. We have to be able to move Nick Collison or Kendrick Perkins to get some value for the trade deadline. And of course, we have different responses that we can make towards him, and by the looks of it, we're pretty much saying we're going to try to do everything he wants. You see, he wants a max amount of losses. He can only accept 40, so we have to try to make sure we get less than 40 losses this season. And of course, there you see the team chemistry. He wants it above 67%. And of course, we say no, don't worry, no problem, we got this. And so pretty much he's got a lot of confidence in us, and he wants to be able to sell 32 games this season at home. So we'll see if we'll do that, and we'll go ahead and say yeah, we'll do that and whatnot. But this is actually a pretty cool game. I'm actually a little further than where we're at right here. I think I'm getting close to like episode 8 or 9. So bear with me as I'm trying to post these on YouTube and whatnot. But it's actually pretty cool because you get to see all the different just different ways how you can build this team up, not just on the court but also in the front office. You got to make decisions there, like concessions and parking and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of cool. I think the last game I remember playing or doing something like this was actually probably back, I think it was the baseball game. I think it was like one of the EA Sports baseball games that I actually did it like a general manager's mode, where you did all stuff on the field and whatnot, but you also took care of stuff in the front office and stuff. So as you see here, we're looking at our calendar, and of course now we're looking at social media, and there you see all the messages there from just random people within just people they made up in the game, talking about what's going on in the NBA. You also have NBA players tweeting and messaging us or other players and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Here you see the team statuses here. This is where this is actually really interesting. It's really cool. You can actually have conversations with each of the guys here, not just the players but also the personnel, the head coach, the assistant coaches, stuff like that, and get their feel of what they need to do to make the team better. Not to mention, you see rest days. Those are days where you can either you can have the players set up for a rest, or you can set up practice time, and it's really cool how you can set up your practice time so you don't have players getting overworked. You can have players do individual drills or skill sets or whatever that you want them to work on throughout the season. So like I said, it's really cool. I wish I can get into a little bit more. Maybe in the future episodes we'll get into a lot more of it. But there you see, we're looking at the roster here, and I went ahead and I was going to have their starting rotation that they have right now. Of course, now Durant and I'm not sure Durant's back, but I know Russell Westbrook is back in the lineup now. But I decided to just go ahead and start I think I turn off injuries for right now, no pre-existing injuries or anything. So pretty much everyone that was injury prone or had injuries coming into the season, the actual season, is going to be going to be healthy and ready to play here as we start this season. So I kind of want to give every single team an even chance here. And of course, there we are looking at some free agents here. Not really into deciding who we want as a free agent. I haven't really got to look at the whole complete list, but there were just some of the free agents right there, and some of those names actually kind of stick out. I'm kind of thinking about making a move here. But there you see the coach game plan. There you see for every team you can decide on how many minutes you want your players to play, how often, and so on and so forth. You can do that for all the teams. Set up just a one game plan for every single team. Or you can go to each team and scout or do an individual team by team a way of setting up your minutes and stuff like that. Of course, player prospect scouts. There you see mock drafts there, whatnot. And I went ahead and used user or computer generated names, so I don't have the actual any of the upcoming NCAA guys coming up. I haven't really found any of those. If you guys know any like really, like realistic players and stuff like that have realistic numbers and whatnot, let me know. Leave a message there in the comment section, and let me know where I can download those at and whatnot. But as you see here, we're looking at the team training. This is another cool thing I was mentioning. You can work with your trainer there and set up a training regimen for your when you're on the road or when you're at home. And there you see you can pause that and read what all that is and whatnot. But it's really cool how they have that all set up, and how you can have things focus on getting your up and comers ready, working them out, getting their skills up, getting their points up and whatnot. And the same thing with the starting you guys already established in the team and within the league. You can get guys working out and work on key fundamentals, like you can have Westbrook work on his jump shots, or same thing with Durant, or you can have him work on dunking or whatever. Or his quickness, or his speed, or anything like that with each player. Or you can have a team workout where you want the team to focus on certain things like rebounding, or offensive rebound, or be better in transition and whatnot. So here we are seeing the pricing, and like I said, you can mess around with the pricing and stuff like that. Ticket sales, and then of course eventually you get souvenirs and programs later on. You can adjust the sales for those. Same thing with jersey sales. There you see how many jerseys have been sold for for your players on the team, and how many which teams are selling the most and whatnot, and so on and so forth. So you see our finances there for this season, and of course, like I said, we haven't really got started yet. This is just the introduction of the game or the series here. But I have decided how the series is going to be ran. And what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to play 10 games. I'm going to show the games in its entirety. So the only time you'll hear my voice is at the beginning of these videos and at the end, setting up the video, which you guys should expect, and then at the end talking about what happened in the game and whatnot. But you'll see 10 games, and then once we get the first 10 games going, then we'll sim after the end of the last game, the 10th game. We'll sim, and we'll sim another 10 games So at that point, we have 20 games already in the season. So like I said, we're gonna sim 10, play 10. You'll see the games in its entirety. So you'll see how I play and whatnot, and the strategies I use to, to play against different teams and whatnot. And I've already decided what games I'm going to play. I already have them marked. I have a spreadsheet out where I have which games I'm going to play and who I'm going to play, and stuff like that. Games I thought it would be interesting to watch and whatnot. So we are going to see in the next episode 2, you guys. We'll see the first game. It will be against the Portland Trailblazers. You see there is opening night for us, as we're going to be starting off in the road here. Actually, the first 2 games are on the road. We got Portland, and then we go to LA against the Clippers. So, like I said, it's gonna be a really fun, interesting series. This will be the first time doing an actual series for the an NBA 2K game. And first team I thought I was gonna say had to be my team, the Thunder. There's not really a team around where I live at, so this is kind of like my hometown team. So I can't wait to start the series. Hopefully you guys will stick around and catch the next episode, which will be episode 2, and we'll be on the road going against the Portland Trailblazers as we start our road to the NBA Finals, and hopefully be able to win a NBA title here for Kevin Durant and company. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy, and definitely check us out on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. The links are down below in the description. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and just check us out. So as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.